An American journalist types a warning letter to the CIA during a dark night in Iraq before being killed by some guards. The terrorist group ISC, which kills American journalists, is led by Abu Usman. Usman receives a gunshot wound to the arm from the Iraqi army while leading a rally in Ikrit. He is delivered to a local hospital. Abu Usman uses the hospital as a base and holds the Pakistani and Indian nurses prisoner. To eliminate Usman, the USA chooses to attack the city with an airstrike. Maria, an Indian nurse, calls the Indian embassy in Iraq to report the occurrence. After speaking with the CIA, the RAW chairman Shenoy is given 7 days to find the nurses. Otherwise, an airstrike will be carried out. Shenoy believes that Tiger is the only person who can save the nurses, and he can do it in just 7 days. Tiger and Zoya are still married and have a son named Junior 8 years after the events of Ek the Tiger. They reside in Innsbruck. A few days later, Shenoy calls Tiger. He runs into his subordinate Karen, who tells him about the nurse kidnapping. Tiger has the entire material saved on his pen drive, but he declines to complete the task since he fears RAW won't pardon him. However, he decides to carry out the mission after Zoya insists on it. Syria is Tiger's next stop. Tiger presents his own group of RAW members, including Azan, a sharpshooter, Namit, a bomb diffuser, and Rakesh, a senior but skilled hacker. Tiger rejects Karen's idea and members. When they arrive at a Bogdavi-controlled oil refinery, they carry out the plan but run into trouble when Firdaz, who is tasked with inspecting the workers, shows up. A Pakistani nurse named Sana is shot by an ISC member after being caught trying to flee the hospital. Abrar and Javed from Zoya's ISI team and Tiger, who was assisted by them, help Hassan escape after he was sent by Abu Usman as a human bomb. Tiger and his gang lit the refinery on fire that evening and pretended to be injured in order to get themselves brought to the hospital. After Firdaz's claim, Bogdavi reluctantly agrees to send them. They are joined by Zoya, Abrar, and Javed on their way to the hospital. Firdaz admits that he has been a clandestine RAW operative for 25 years. While Tiger is at the hospital, Zoya departs to kill Bogdavi and his soldiers, assisted by some Syrian girls. Tiger gives Rakesh the order to taint the food given to Usman's troops in the hospital. The troops' food is contaminated the day of the airstrike, and Usman is irate. Tiger engages in combat, vanquishes the troops, and saves the hospital nurses. Abu Usman is forced to give up after taking Zoya prisoner. Tiger is tortured in a poisoned room after everyone is taken by ISC. Azan gets shot while battling, while Tiger escapes the chamber and rescues the nurses along with his squad. When the mission is a success, he asks Captain Javed to hoist the Indian flag. Firdaz joins them as they flee and smashes an oil ship, killing ISC members. To ensure a safe exit from Ikrit, Tiger dresses everyone in the execution garb of American journalists. Tiger heads out to save Zoya. Usman beats him up as he attempts to free himself from the tunnel's chains, but Tiger stabs and wounds him in a struggle before moving to save Zoya. Tiger is under Zoya's adamant instruction to leave her for Junior's vigor. A rocket explodes the chamber. In keeping with Azan's vow, and as a symbol of friendship, Javed raises the Indian and Pakistani flags above the bus as it boards for India while Firdaz drives Usman to a desert and shoots him there. Tiger from Greece calls Shenoy a year later. Tiger freed Zoya by severing the chain, as shown in a flashback. Hassan has been adopted by Tiger and Zoya. Tiger promises Shenoy that he will always be there for his country in times of need, even though he once more goes into hiding since he thinks the Ra won't let him leave.